And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me, I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got, if not himself? Then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my yes, it was my way.
I've been assured by his family that he definitely did it his way. He walked through life without much noise. No need for words or show. Yet those who stood beside him knew the depths he didn't say out loud so often, but he lived each day. For Kerryn, love was steady ground, a hand held firm, a life shared true. And at the centre of it all stood Trish, his constant, his home. Together, they built ordinary days that quietly became everything. Children grown, grandchildren loved, work done hard, laughter shared, and a life shaped side by side. Today we feel the space that he left behind, the silence where his voice once was. We honour not only the man that he was, but the love he gave so faithfully, especially to the woman he loved, to the very end of the earth. And as we begin this farewell, we hold Kerryn close, in memory, in gratitude, and in love that does not fade. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Trish and the family, I welcome you here today and thank you for gathering in this chapel to acknowledge, to remember, and to celebrate the life of Kerryn George Tippins, known affectionately to many as Tippy or Tippo. I also welcome all those who are viewing online, having been unable to join us here. Kerryn was a very private man, and it's fitting that today is not about grand gestures or lofty words, but about honesty, warmth, humour, and quiet respect, all things that suited him well. To Trish, to Phil and Charlene, to the grandchildren, extended family, friends, workmates, mates from the pub, the wharf, the caravan park, and far beyond. Your presence here today speaks volumes about the man that Kerryn was and the place he held in so many lives. Today is not about rushing grief or disguising sadness. It is about acknowledging a life lived fully, a love deeply shared, and a man who did things very much his own way. We are here to honour his story, to reflect on what he meant to us, to smile at familiar memories, and yes, to feel whatever emotions arise. This is a celebration of life, but celebrations can include tears just as easily as laughter. Grief is not just one thing, it is many things: sadness, relief, gratitude, anger, laughter, quiet reflection, sometimes all at once. There is no right or wrong way to feel today. If you feel like crying, that's okay. If you find yourself smiling at a memory, that's okay too. If you feel calm, numb, reflective, or even unexpectedly light, all of that belongs here with Kerryn. Kerryn himself accepted life as it came. He understood that people are different and that if you don't tell him what to do and he doesn't tell you what to do, then everyone will get along just fine. So today you have permission to feel this moment your way. Kerryn was born on the 31st of March 1948 at Woolaroo Hospital in South Australia to Sybil and Ernest Tippins. He was the youngest of 6 children, growing up with siblings Rex, Glenn, John, Anne and Jeff. A very busy household full of personalities and stories that shaped the man he would become. He attended St Joseph's Primary School, then Kadina Memorial High School. School, however, was never really his great love. Sport was. Movement was. real life was. Classrooms and book learning held little appeal for Kerryn. He preferred action, people, and getting on with things. After leaving school, he worked across Kadina, Woolaroo and Crystal Brook on the exchange, and later at a garage. These early working years revealed something that stayed with him for life: a strong work ethic, resilience, and a willingness to do anything that was needed to be done. In 1968, he was called up for national service. He served in Vietnam in 1969 with the 5th Battalion and was discharged in 1970. Like many of his generation, he was deeply private about this time. He carried it quietly, spoke of it rarely, and asked for no recognition. It was simply something he did and then came home. In 1971, he began work on the Woolaroo Wharf as a stevedore, a job that suited him well. It was practical, it was physical, and it was honest. The same year, on the 3rd of July, 1971, everything changed. Trish had been at her nephew's 3rd birthday party, after which she called into the pub with her mum, and there was Kerryn. They'd known each other for a long time, but this time he got up the courage to ask her out. And that simple moment became the beginning of a lifetime. They courted for over a year and married on the 4th of November, 1972. Together they built a life grounded in loyalty, laughter, routine, and deep love. Their son Philip was born in 1973, followed by Charlene in 1975. Kerryn was a provider in the truest sense. He worked on the wharf and often held 2 or even 3 jobs at once, determined to put food on the table and give his family security. In 1985, the family transferred from Woolaroo to Burnie, where Kerryn continued his waterside work. Burnie became home for 10 years before they moved to Somerset, where they remain today. They once owned a 20-acre property in Newlands Road, but eventually practicality won out because it was just too much, and they eventually downsized, settling into a life that suited them better. Kerryn eventually retired, and retirement opened new doors. In 1997, he earned his ultralight pilot's licence, a hobby he absolutely loved: the freedom, the sky, the sense of calm and control. Travel became a great joy. Thailand captured their hearts, and mainland adventures in the caravan became routine. Always the same places, the same rooms, the same caravan sites. Kerryn liked what he liked, and once it worked, there was no reason to change it. Though those Thailand trips grew longer and longer each time, until one year they stretched to 13 weeks. Trish warned him she wouldn't be staying that long. Kerryn didn't quite believe her until she packed up and came home without him. Then he knew she'd called his bluff. And the story became one of many that still brings smiles to the family today. As you would all know, Kerryn loved routine. The 4 p.m. pub visit, the same stool, the same familiar faces, the same easy conversations. He was gregarious, he was chatty and deeply social in his own way. He was stubborn, famously so, but also incredibly generous. He loved deeply, especially Trish, whom he loved, as he would say, to the end of the earth. Family meant everything to him. He was pa to his 3 grandchildren, Brandon, Caleb, and Maddie, and he took immense pride in seeing them settled and independent, always ready to help if they needed him. He loved his Hawthorn Football Club, his caravan trips to Burleigh Heads, and the friends who became part of their yearly rhythm there. And always, always, there was that smile. That beautiful, unmistakable smile that appeared in every photo, and we'll see it many times shortly. A smile that lit up rooms and that people remember so well. In the last few years, Kerryn's health has declined. His heart weakened, cellulitis troubled him, and after a fall last April, it became clear that he needed more care than Trish could provide alone. Moving into Yarrandoo was not easy for him. He didn't want to be there, and he didn't understand why he had to be there. But what he did understand was love. He would ring Trish often just to hear her voice, sometimes 20 or 30 times a day. Every call began the same way. How you going, love? And he would always say how very much he loved her. That love never wavered. That love was extended to his children, and his daughter Charlene has written a tribute to her dad. I think she's going to come forward to present it. Yep, you can do it. Come on. Just in case she can't.
Just in case I can't get it out. Here we go. One Friday night, sitting around having a few drinks with Mum and Dad, the subject of speaking at someone's funeral came up. I said there's no way I could do that. Dad's reply, "You bloody mongrel, you aren't even going to get up and say something nice about me." So Dad, here I am. As you would know, my dad was a bit of a stirrer. When I first started dating Grant, he slept over one night, in separate bedrooms of course. As we were heading out for the evening, Dad looked at Grant looked at Dad with a cheeky grin and said, "I sleepwalk." So Dad being Dad, he could not let that go. On our return, everyone was in bed, but on the kitchen table was a shotgun and a note that said, "This is what I do to sleepwalkers." Needless to say, Grant did not come near me. My dear Auntie Jan, or Magoo, as Dad affectionately called her, was always on the receiving end of Dad's pranks. One day he called her from Tassie and said he just found out about this new thing called Google Earth. If she went outside and looked up, he could see her. He went on to tell her what she was wearing, and Auntie Jan was amazed. All along he was hiding at the bottom of her driveway in South Australia. He was a very generous man and loved doing things to make people smile. We used to go camping on his property at the back of Somerset with 2 other families. All the kids would be having fun riding motorbikes. One day, Mum and Dad were in Somerset and he saw Mr. Whippy. Dad said to him, "I'll give you $50 and pay for all the kids' ice creams if you come up to my place." The kids couldn't believe it when Mr. Whippy turned up in the paddock with his music playing. Dad loved a beer, as most of you know. When on holidays in Burleigh Heads, we always knew it was 4 p.m. when we saw Dad going down along the path to the bowls club. He was my mate, always there for advice if I asked, but never interfered. I sure am going to miss it.
I'd also like to mention what a great job Mum and brother Phil have done in the past 9 months. Phil has taken months off work to help care for Dad. When it became impossible to care for him at home, Mum went to the nursing home to be with Dad every evening, not missing a single day. And most days she went 2 or 3 times throughout the day. You're a champion, Mum, and we love you very much. I'd also like to thank Grant for being my rock. And I'd like to add that Charlene's also done an incredible job supporting her dad and has spent almost every afternoon visiting with him. He was one lucky man to have such an amazing family.
Well done, girls. What an amazing man. So we've heard a lot about Kerryn this afternoon, and now we're going to see his life through a collection of photographs. Oh, but just wait, there's more. Sorry, I didn't know you were going to come and do this, Dan.
Well, firstly, family, I'd like to thank everybody for their attendance. Dad was a man of few words. I haven't prepared a speech or anything, but he was a good man. Great father. And above all, he was one of my best mates. Right?
That is true love, as we've heard as a theme right through this service. So as you watch this presentation now, you'll notice that familiar smile again and again. Each image tells a small part of a much larger story. A man who lived honestly, loved deeply, and remained always true to himself. Please allow these photos to speak to you personally and to bring back memories of your own.
Never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. I've never seen you shine so bright. Never seen so many men ask you if you wanted to dance. They're looking for a little romance, given half a chance. I have never seen that dress you're wearing, or the highlights in your hair that catch your eye. I have been blind, the lady in red is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. There's nobody here, it's just you and me. Where I wanna be, but I hardly know. This beauty by my side, I'll never forget the way you look tonight. I've never seen you looking so gorgeous as you did tonight. I've never seen you shine so bright. You were amazing. Never seen so many people want to be there by your side. And when you turned to me and smiled, it took my breath away. I have never had such a feeling, such a feeling of complete and utter love as I do tonight, lady the way you look tonight. Lady in red, lady in red, lady in red, my lady in red. When your day is long and the night is yours alone. When you're sure you've had enough of this life, hang on. Don't let yourself go. 'Cause everybody cries, everybody hurts sometimes. Sometimes everything is wrong. Now it's time to sing along. When your day is night, hold on, hold on. You feel like letting go. If you think you've had too much of this life, well, hang on. 'Cause everybody hurts. Take comfort in your friends. Everybody hurts. Don't throw your hand. Don't throw your hand. Feel like you're alone. No, 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 you're not alone. If you're on your own, it's like days and nights are long. When you think you've had too much of this life, hang on. Well, everybody hurts, but sometimes everybody cries. Everybody hurts sometimes. Everybody hurts sometimes. So hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Such very beautiful memories. And that smile. Oh. You can shed tears that he's gone, or you can smile because he lived. You can close your eyes and pray that he'll come back, or you can open your eyes and see all that he has left. Your heart can be empty because you cannot see him, or you can be full of the love that you shared. You can turn your back on tomorrow and live for yesterday, or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday. You can remember him and only that he's gone, or you can cherish his memory and let it live on. You can cry and close your mind, be empty and turn your back. Or you can do what he would want. Smile, open your eyes, love, and go on. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to farewell Kerryn. Would you all please stand if you are able? Today, we gently acknowledge that Kerryn George Tippins has reached the end of his life's journey. We release him from pain, from struggle, and from the limitations of failing health. We carry forward his love, his humour, his stubborn independence, his generosity, and his unforgettable smile. Though his life has ended, his place in our hearts does not. He is remembered, he is loved, and he is deeply missed. As we leave this place today, may we carry with us the best of Kerryn. May we be reminded to love fiercely, to laugh often, to accept people as they are, and live life on our own terms, just as he did. May comfort now come in shared stories, strength come in family, and peace come in knowing that love does not end. It simply changes form. And finally, you are warmly invited to continue sharing memories and stories of Kerryn at the Burnie Bowls Club, where his life will no doubt be remembered with the warmth, humour and camaraderie he would have appreciated deeply. Thank you all.
I am sailing home again, across the sea. I am sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free. I am flying, I am flying
wow, wow.